Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. Actually, it probably won't be short or little because this box is really heavy. And typically this company does not send me big heavy boxes. I'm going to guess there's multiple items inside, but that's also not incredibly typical from this company. So I'm kind of perplexed here. I'm really excited to find out what's going on. Thanks so much to the company who sent it in. I'll link this stuff down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. And please make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, we do definitely have multiple items. Okie dokie. Wow. At least 4. Jeez. There's more. Oh, there's 6 knives in here. Oh my god. Okay, well, buckle up, everybody. I do not know what we've got here. This is either multiple models or it's, the same thing and multiple variations. So let's just take a look here. The KT Yakuza. Oh, are you guys doing budget knives now? Oh, there's a whole bunch. Those two are the same. This is the same. Okay, so let's get the Yakuza group and do that first. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do these first, and I'll open them one at a time here. And then we'll move on to the other ones here. I don't know where the railroad spike went. We have to use the bug out. a rare circumstance where I'm forced to use a knife to unbox my knives. So this is, I think, the first time I've ever seen a budget knife from Ketuo. So G10 and blue G10 and 14C28N. We have the designer Felix Danishwara. That name sounds familiar. So let's see how they did here. Okay, what do we have for the locking system? That's my first question, and probably one of yours as well. This is kind of neat. Now, I say budget because I was looking at the materials, right? It's very possible that this does not end up being a budget knife. It really just kind of depends. It looks like we have a nested liner lock here. So let's go ahead and kick that out. Very cool blade shape. I do like that. Pretty thick blade stock as well. Nice nested liner lock. It looks like, I'm going to guess that pocket clip is milled steel. Let's find out. Get a magnet here real quick. No, it's either non-magnetic steel or it's titanium. That would be my guess. So this is quite nice. The action on the pivot is very nice. We have a front flipper here that works really well. Ergonomic lines are really good. Jimping is functional. We have a combination of G10 and it looks like carbon fiber. Yeah. That's carbon fiber all the way through. Then we have what I would also guess is a steel backspacer, but maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Yeah, steel backspacer. And then we have a steel, yeah, there it is right there. You can see the line. Steel internal liner on this side, and then a steel liner lock on this side, and a pretty robust compound Tanto 14C28N blade. I would very much hope that they are well under $75 here. I would hope to find out that this is right around the $65 territory. There's a little bit of extra going into that one that I think people will like, assuming the price tag is reasonable. So this is going to be the same thing here. I don't want all of this stuff all over the desk. What's this? It's more information here. Okay. PVD, blah, 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 blah. So there you go. There's your specs, so we don't have to do that later. 4.8 ounces. Okay. This one here, we got, oh, is it going to be all black? Hold on now. These are very much tucked in here. So this is probably going to be black. Oh, is it just, yeah, it's just G10. Okay, it was just kind of shiny there. So same thing, but with black G10 and carbon fiber. I think this is a pretty good looking knife. Obviously, we have seen this locking system a million times before, and that's okay, because a knife, as far as like, how useful it is or how much people enjoy it. It's not limited to the locking system. Nowadays, you know, people prefer to see kind of wild and crazy locking systems. Is this? Oh, no, well, we've got satin here. You need to, oh, here's the access for the knife. Okay, I was like, there's no access hole. Go ahead. I said it, so now you gotta make fun of me. So same thing, but with a satin blade here. I kind of prefer this look. I think that's, you know, as far as the ones we've opened up so far, I think the satin one is probably gonna be my favorite. And finally, lots of stuff. All black. I think this one, you know, of the four is actually going to be my absolute favorite. The satin blade would be my preference, but combined with the, you know, black G10 and the carbon fiber, I think that one's going to look the best. Does that say? Okay, up at the top. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking knife. We have ambidextrous mounting positions for the pocket clip, which is really cool. This is kind of, the access to the deployment hole there is actually really good. This was probably unneeded, but some people will prefer to be able to actuate the knife with that. Can you use that to reverse flick it? You absolutely can. So this, you have complete and total access to this entire area here, including this little extension zone down here, which you can totally use to reverse flick it. This is very, very easy to manipulate, very friendly, and ergonomically, it's also really, really comfortable, truthfully. This edge is pretty thin. I'll let you guys take a look at the plunge grind there. But yeah, I think overall this is pretty neat. Assuming they have a reasonable price tag on this guy, I think people will probably really enjoy that one. Let's go ahead and open up these. So these are going to be premium. The Dirty Bird M390. This is Mitchell Pickard. Dirty Bird 604 B and G. Okay, that's the only difference there is just the letter. So let's find out. Don't cut towards yourself. Something I still have to remind myself of. What the blazes? Oh my God! What the hell? Jeez. I wasn't expecting a gold polished knife. Yeah, so gold anodized titanium. Good Lord almighty. Hold on. Let me get my gloves on. Not because it's delicate. Because I don't want to put nasty fingerprints all over it. I want you guys to be able to see it. This is so cool. Oh, man. That looks like a gas station knife. Hey, guys, I said the thing. It looks like a gas station knife. Am I right? Hey, anybody want a high five? Okay. Look at this. Holy crap. That is cool. Ooh, man. Ooh, titanium Damascus up there. Look at me in the reflection. That is so freaking cool. We got a little safety there. What is going on? Oh my gosh. What the heck? What a beautiful knife. Do we have, is this vapor blasted? Oh, button operated liner lock. Oh, this is very nice. Oh, I like very much. Yes. And then we have the little safety there. Ooh. Yeah. So, look at that, how they do the inlay, that little titanium area. This is almost certainly, because it's too light to be brass, gold anodized titanium and then polished, or polished and then anodized. I'm actually not sure what order they do that in. So once this is locked out, you can push that safety up, and now the button cannot disengage, which is cool. And they do that so that when you're choked up, whether right or left-handed, well, left-handed people, there's no mounting position for you. But now, because the button is raised and it's not, recessed, I'm going to look and see where that liner engages. I believe it's a regular liner lock. It might be a top liner lock. We'll see. But because this is not recessed, it's possible during use to accidentally engage with that button. So they probably put the safety over there, which I think is a really good idea. This is super duper cool. Okay, so where are you engaging? Is this the lock face? Yeah. So it is underneath, not behind, but that's fine. It's very cool. I like this a lot. That is super neato. I love high polished titanium when it's anodized. I think that's very, very cool. This, I believe, is just... That might actually be a zircotite inlay. Those black areas might be zirconium. So I don't know if we're going to get one at that special. This one might be toned down a little bit. But that is super cool, and I have no doubt that that will be very popular with a lot of... It's going to be another shiny one! Get out of the way! Sticker! Okay, so now we have blue. Yes. Yes. Ugh, yes. Okay, cool. Oh, I love that they're doing stuff like this. This is so cool. Ooh, man, I don't know which one I like more. I think I probably still like the gold one more. A little bit different on the Timascus there. This does not appear to have any zirconium, but this appears to very distinctly have zirconium. So perhaps they're two different inlay materials. I don't know. Well, I am just beside myself. This is super duper fun. Obviously, you know, this is going to be for some people and not for others, and that's perfectly fine. I don't know if these are the only two variations of this knife. The reason I like that this is a button-operated liner lock and not just a button lock is because liner locks have detent balls, whereas plunge locks or standard button locks do not. They act as their own detent, and it's kind of a wet Pringle, you know, kind of feeling. It's not very good, not very crispy, right? I want a regular, this feels like a standard dry Pringle crispy, right? I like that a lot. Super duper cool. Love the little inlays there in the opening hole. Very, very cool. Fun stuff from Ketuo. Absolutely. All of this will be linked in the description so that you guys can check it out. But that's going to be it from me today. I will, of course, do full-length reviews on this stuff down the road. I can't wait to carry this. And then I've got an extra one. So that means that whichever one I decide not to keep will end up as a giveaway item. But I'm definitely going to keep one of these because they're just super cool. So anyways, that's going to be it. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.